Good morning. Welcome to the show. Dalladay Cortha Karl is in the dark here today on this show. I can hear him. He's
I was going to go on the
coming in. He's on his satellite phone out at Pinecrest, probably wearing Sunday red. And he's got his mask on. He's performing surgery, ladies and gentlemen. Man, the internet's great out in Keene, isn't it?
Good morning, Pete.
Karl, how are you?
Yeah. Some days it's good, some days it's bad. Am I locking up?
Well,
I'm good, buddy. How you doing?
You're okay. I just gotta, if you want to tell us where you are and all those things, and maybe even get into your leaderboard, that'd be great. I got to send a new link here to our guests, so if you could handle that, that'd be awesome, man. Are you ready for that or no?
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, no, I'm ready. Sure. And you're coming back, are you?
Yeah, I'm not going to go anywhere. Just kill time, buddy. Just talk. Just go. Just
Anyway,
go for it. Yeah, your internet's terrible, Karl.
Well, basically, here it is, the 49th Open Championship, the biggie. And we got our leaders. We got little Louie, Cow in the first group. Second group, our boy, Corey just bogeyed 1 and 2, which really, especially after yesterday.
Not a good start.
64. I think 64. No. I understand that first putt he missed it from 18 inches, didn't even hit the hole. So a little nerves. Hey,
well, there shouldn't be.
That's for sure.
He's played enough on Sundays. He should be kind of settled in a little bit. But it is the Open.
Yeah. No, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking, he's really due to fire one of these 65, 64s that he seems to be doing in every major so far, but never on the Sunday. But I think there was a movie called Never on a Sunday, Pete.
There's still time. He's got lots of holes ahead of him.
Yeah, there is for sure. Jordan Spieth in the hunt again, so it's exciting. I'm glad they're paired together. As far as anybody coming from the back, maybe a John Ram, -7 yesterday, if he can get it going. I don't know where he's at today. And then we should mention Mackenzie Hughes. What's he in the fourth group? Tied for 6, -7. So, hey, maybe Mac can get it going.
I think he's dropped a shot already today, too. Last I checked, he was 1 over for the day. So,
yeah. Of course, we're so used to seeing rainstorms and wind, but that course looks really gettable today. So you never know. I know Koepka was kind of blowing up on the front 9. So, yeah, I think somebody's probably going to go low today. I think 64, 65 maybe wins this thing.
Well, Brooks Koepka, I was thinking this last night. When he's kind of hanging around, and he was several shots back. I think he was like 8 or 9 back going in, but he can get hot, and that's exactly what he's done on the front 9. And if he can post a number, man, he's always kind of there lurking, and
for sure,
sometimes winning it. So
yeah. I think, although that said, I think there's somebody in that top 6 that, even if they go 2 or 3 under, that's going to get them to 15. So, I think we're going to see it come out of one of those first 3 groups, to be honest.
Well, we'll know soon enough. Things starting to shape up here. Every golfer, that's the beautiful thing about the Open, or as I still like to call it, the British Open. People are calling it the Open now. I get that. But, because that's the name of it. But the beauty is every golfer's on the course now, and it's local time. It's just after 10 o'clock here in Peterborough. So I love that about the Open, right? Is that it's an early morning, get your coffee, have some breakfast, and it's all over by 4 o'clock, so.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I'll probably still be on the course at that time, but it's the 149th. I mean, like, think about that. We're in the 1800s, that trophy. To get your name on it is really an accomplishment. And again, if one of our boys could do it today, that would be amazing.
The 150th next year at the old course. That'd be nice to get over there.
Speaking of championships.
Yeah. Okay,
well, let's do that. Speaking of championships, they had their club championships out here at Pinecrest. Nick Spencer, Big Nick. I don't know if you know Nick. He was a junior when I was working the pro shop here. He's about a 6 foot plus now, but he's the men's club championship. Victor Tanner, men's senior championship, and Julie Tanner, husband and wife. Julie wins the women's division here. So congratulations to those three for sure. My playing partners, Billy Guthrie and Steve Beard, had a playoff for 6. So they had a match, and Beardo won that. So a little shout out to those boys. Pete, I was a guest out at Peterborough, this week, Thursday.
Yeah, how'd that go?
For my first time. Oh, it was fantastic. First of all, shout outs to the course superintendent there. It was immaculate. I don't know if I've ever played Peterborough that it's been that pristine. I mean, we've had weather helps, but we had a late tee off time, 5 o'clock, which was unusual, last tee off time. And I joined a couple of new members there, Gertie Zena of Gertie's Restaurant fame, and Adam Murray. Do you know Big Adam? So they're both new members there.
The hairdresser?
Adam's a real estate guy.
I know too. Oh, no, then I don't know him.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's dropped off a flyer.
Anyways, they're both. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, those just a threesome, teeing off at 5. We ended up going off the back. But I really, really, really enjoyed the course. The fairways are unbelievable. It's like walking on sponge. Yeah,
it's in great shape. There's a good look, sort of from a drone perspective there above the 18th green and the first tee and the clubhouse, which is great to see that it's open again. So, that's awesome. And Curtis Sweeting is there today, and actually is round 1 of their club championships today, Karl, for the overall club championship. They played 3 rounds for the overall. Karl, we're going to dump you at this point. We're going to let you go. I know you got a tee time.
Yeah, that's the first time I remember meeting Curtis. Okay.
We'll let you go.
Breaking up.
Hard to watch a little bit. Let's bring in our buddy Pat Gregoire here from Coolbet. He's got a way better internet feed. Good morning, Pat. How are you?
Good morning. Thanks for having me, buddy.
Yeah, internet sometimes at rural golf courses aren't exactly, Wi-Fi is not exactly their thing for whatever reason, but
yeah, that's totally understandable. I get it. You have a hard enough time. You have a hard enough time uploading a Instagram story, never mind being on a live stream show.
Yeah, I know. Well, I guess you're at a golf course. You shouldn't really need Wi-Fi, I suppose, for this traditional game.
There you go, right?
But anyway, listen, tell us a little bit about yourself for the people that are watching that aren't familiar. You do a lot of lacrosse, of course. That, of course, we know. I work with you and do lots of stuff there. But what's Coolbet all about? And you've been there with them now for a few months now.
Yeah. So actually, believe it or not, it's coming close. This fall it'll be for a full year.
Nice.
Crazy how fast time flies. But yeah, so I run all the social media, the marketing. So I'm the marketing and social media manager at Coolbet Canada. We're one of the newest and the most transparent sportsbook, casino, and gaming website in Canada. You can check us out at coolbet.com for all your sports wagering needs. But like I said, so anything you see out on social probably comes from me or
you work 24 hours a day or what?
I have a couple beauties that work under me as well, but we work hard. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and we do a little bit of live streaming, like you as well, especially for the golf majors, which works perfect here. Myself and Andrew Hustler Patterson from Winnipeg Sports Talk, usually before each major, we give out our picks. And I'll be honest, the last couple of majors haven't been great, but here today with the Open, I've got a lot of tickets still available. So I'm rooting for Spieth. Of course, obviously, I'm rooting for Corey Conners just from a cheering standpoint. But him and Mackenzie Hughes off to a little bit of a rough start this morning. But it's going to be an interesting finish, to say the least.
Yeah, as Karl mentioned, Corey Conners is 2 over at this point. Not the start you needed from him or was hoping. Obviously, he was hoping for a better start. And then Mackenzie Hughes doesn't look like maybe it's going to be his day to start anyway. So he's actually +1. He's actually ahead of Corey Conners now.
Yeah.
Kind of flip-flopped a little bit. I mean, he's still tied for 5th. I mean, but Louis still got that. He's off to just an average start. He's just even after a couple holes. So not bad. As the leader, I suppose, that to get a couple holes in and stay at -12 is not a bad start for Louis.
No, absolutely not. And I know that a lot of people are cheering for Louis, him having the runner-up Grand Slam. And, he still has one at this tournament. He has some major victories under his belt. It's just in recent years we've seen him not as the bride, but as the bridesmaid. So I think a lot of people are cheering for Louis. Obviously, Colin Morikawa right in the mix as well. One behind Louis, a young up-and-coming star. Jordan Spieth, obviously, like I mentioned, I'm cheering from him from a financial state, but also I just think it's the game of golf is just much better when Jordan Spieth is in contention. And another guy that I find very entertaining on and off the course, Brooks Koepka. What a round he's putting together, -5. 8 under. You'd think he probably has to get to about 10 or 11 under to at least, be in the mix near the end with maybe Louis and Colin and Jordan can have a little bit of an off day here, or even if they hover around that even mark, Brooks will be in it. But it looks like Brooks is at least in contention for another top 5 finish at another major. So very impressive stuff from him. You wonder if he didn't have an average day yesterday, what could have been. I mean, he could probably be leading this thing right now.
Yeah, and he actually got off to an average start. He had 5 pars to start. That -5 all came sort of at the last few holes of the front 9, and he stayed hot at the start of the back 9 a little bit, and then he's running out of holes. But what a run by Brooks Koepka for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
He's always there. It's crazy. All right, so as far as betting is concerned, I'll be honest with you. I don't know a ton about online betting. I'm way behind where I should be, but I'm trying to get into it. I tried to place a bet on Corey Conners this morning, and I don't know. I couldn't quite figure it out. But this continues throughout the day, right? I mean, you can bet right up until when, like on the Open.
Absolutely. So right now, if you do look at Coolbet right now, Louis Oosthuizen is the favorite at +120. Colin Morikawa is second, just shortly behind at +150. Jordan Spieth +500. And then you get up a little bit further. Jon Rahm 34-1. Scheffler 54-1. Corey Conners 124-1. Mackenzie Hughes 149-1. So then you're getting into some real long shots. So I mean, if you're looking at seeing, Louis Oosthuizen and you're thinking +121, is that a lot of value? Well, just to let people know who don't really maybe aren't the most experienced gamblers, if you put down $20 on Louis Oosthuizen to win at +120, you're going to win $24 back as well. So you get your 20 back plus an additional 24. So a net earning of $44, which is not bad, obviously. But, looking down the board, maybe it's a guy like Spieth that if you're looking for a little more value at +500, he's just, I believe, 3 strokes back of the lead right now. So, and then you, like I said, you go down further down the board. Do you think Jon Rahm can catch heat? He's at 6 under, so he'd really, really have to fire up here. And if you put $20 down on Jon Rahm to win right now, it's $680 that you get there. So
he's only 6 shots back, people.
Yeah,
with lots of holes left.
Exactly. And then also throughout the day too, we have some head-to-head odds as well. Even just a 3-hole stretch. So right now you could bet on Corey Connors and Jordan Spieth head-to-head from hole number 7 to 9. And whoever will have the best score on those 3 holes. So even if a guy that you like is out of it in contention, but you're looking to get some action on, you can do that. So Spieth right now, minus 135 is the favorite to beat Corey Connors head-to-head from hole 7 to 9. We also have, 10 to 12, 13 to 15, 16 to 18. So a couple little double hole there features as well. And there's some other wagers you can make there as well.
Wow. All right. So you can go all day long. And of course, so many other sports as well.
Oh,
obviously,
absolutely.
right? Like you got everything pretty much.
It's a lot. It's an extensive offer, and I'm pleased to. I mean, you obviously mentioned the National Lacrosse League already. We are excited to be offering National Lacrosse League wagering lines for this upcoming season. So it's going to be an exciting season from that standpoint. I know the National Lacrosse League has done a tremendous job to try to really integrate the betting aspect of sports into their game, and I think it's only going to continue. It's only a matter of time until we see some prop bets, head-to-head wagers. I know futures are already going to be out there as well. So game lines, it's going to be really, really exciting. And that's one thing I think a game like lacrosse, obviously we're talking golf today, but quickly.
No, that's okay.
The game of lacrosse, I think if it's going to grow, it needs to be innovative. And I think that's one way that easily you could bring in the occasional fan or the casual fan, if you will, especially now that we found out that a lot of games are going to be on TSN on TV this year, the game of the week. So that's exciting.
Yeah, and a franchise as well coming to bring it back to golf, but coming to Vegas, with Dustin Johnson and Wayne Gretzky involved. So that's not a bad thing for the game either.
No, absolutely not. And I think that's another way that you can bring eyes to the game. Some of those press releases and the tweets that were going viral out there of Joe Tsai, one of the owners of the San Diego Seals, the Brooklyn Nets, he's involved there, and Wayne Gretzky just playing catch, throwing behind the back passes, and that alone just brought so much eyes to the game. So it's good to see, and I think it's exciting. I'm excited for it for sure, no doubt. I don't want to wish away the golf season yet, Pete. I'm really enjoying.
How was the golf game? You're busy with Coolbet. Do you ever get a chance to tee it up or what?
Yeah, you know what? Up until I'd probably say a couple of weeks ago, I mean, I still have my normal Thursday night leagues that I get out to every week, just play 9 with the boys. But it's slowed down, I'll be honest, within the last couple of weeks with lacrosse actually picking back up, coaching a couple of teams, coaching with the Beaches, coaching with the Ironheads, and we're doing some broadcasting as well out at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center for the Junior A season. So the golf has slowed down a little bit, but I'm going to still try to make my way out as much as I can. But it's been fun. The rain the last couple of weeks hasn't been ideal, but hey, it's open week, so we got to experience some rain. But today, I mean, I wish I would have booked a tee time today because it's gorgeous weather, and the rain that we were expecting to get it seems like it's not going to be coming today now.
No, it looks like it's going to be a good day. Well, we'll have to get you down when you have a moment, whenever that may be, and teed up at one of our great courses here in the Kawarthas, Peterborough Golf and Country Club right there, as you see where Karl played the other day. Gorgeous Stanley Thompson style course. It has a little bit of a feel like the Oshawa Golf and Country Club would, that same sort of design, slightly better because it's Peterborough over Oshawa, but not much. They're both great tracks, but it would would remind you of Oshawa for sure.
Beautiful. So, hey, I can make time for golf. Don't worry. I am a busy man, but I can make time for golf. I'll find some time on my schedule to make that happen, Pete.
Well, thank you, Pat. Coolbet, if you want to play some bets on the Open today as it continues to go, it's a cool site. You guys do a lot of curling too. You have a strong curling connection, and I think John Epping is involved with you guys and does some poker tournaments, doesn't he?
Yeah. So John Epping, we're one of his sponsors for his team, and like you said, any of the big tournaments, we have odds and specials up there. But also, we took a little bit of a hiatus during the summer, but once things cool down with the winter and even the fall, every Sunday night, Team John Epping hosts a online poker party on our poker platform on coolbet.com. And it's pretty cool. You can play against Team Epping, and there's bounties on each of the guys' team. So if you knock them out, you actually also get a bonus on top of your potential winnings as well. So
Knock
very
'em
cool
out.
stuff. Yeah, there you go.
It's a small world. It's John Epping, who my dad was good friends with his dad. Played a lot of golf with the Eppings. But small world. The room I'm sitting in right now in my house was actually, John's been in this house several times as a kid. He grew up best friends with another curler by the name of John Grant, and that's who we bought this house off of. So John knows this house very well. I'll have to have him back one of these days when he has time. But yeah. Small town Peterborough, eh, Pat? That's everyone's connected.
Absolutely, yeah. You guys know everyone. If you've spent 5 minutes in the town, everyone knows each other. But no, it's great. That's what makes Peterborough so special. But Pete, before I do head off, maybe for next golf season, we can see if we can set up a deposit code for On the Links to get some of your viewers on Coolbet and making some wagers. And by that time, it'll be full on here tilt in Ontario. So it's some exciting stuff for sure.
Okay, we're in. Thanks,
awesome.
Pat.
Love it.
Let's get going. It's going to be a busy day, I'm sure, for you. So we appreciate your time. Thanks, pal.
No problem. Thanks for having me, Pete.
All right. That's Pat Gregoire from Coolbet Canada. Check them out. Just go to their website and place a bet, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's exciting. Golf and the majors are exciting to begin with. But hey, even if you just slap down $10, then you got a horse in the race. You know what I'm saying? So, Corey Connors, Mackenzie Hughes. Maybe you want to follow them. And again, as Pat mentioned, maybe they're slipping. You may want to maybe not pick them to win overall, but you can pick them head to head. As you know, I'll take Corey Connors over Jordan Spieth in a three-hole little mini match, and I'd love to see him win that. Corey Connors, Mackenzie Hughes. Hopefully, they can get things going just to make it interesting at the very least. But to see two Canadians in the top 10 at the end of round 3 is always. Love seeing those Canadian flags, and hopefully they just have a good day. Mackenzie Hughes, by the looks of it here, is still, according to my update here, the leaderboard is still +1 and Corey still +2. As we take a look, this was the leaderboard here to start the day. We didn't get to it. Karl had a few issues out there. That's how the day started right there as we take a look at the Dion Jamidi leaderboard. Louis right there looking for a big win today, and a lot of people are cheering for him. So we'll see. He's still sitting there at -12. And then you saw, of course, Corey Connors started the day at -8, but he slipped a couple, sitting at about -6. Mackenzie Hughes also in around there too. He's now up tied for 5th. Couple Ontario boys. And as Pat mentioned there too, John Rahm, who knows? I might, throw $20 down at John Rahm, and, you might be able to make a couple dollars as he may make a run for it here over the next 9 holes or so. So that was yesterday. That was we're just going back a little bit here. But, of course, the leaders are all off now, and they all have a couple holes in. And there's your leaderboard brought to you by the folks at Dion Jamidi, award-winning realtor, now teaming up with his brother Dan. This is good news as we shift gears a little bit. Understand this is now a waiting list situation. The Korth Invitational is back. That is a good sign. So good luck to them. The deadline was Friday, and they now have a waiting list from what I understand. If I'm incorrect there, then somebody can let me know. Moving on the ladies' side, there's room to sign up for this one, the Korth Golf and Country Club Invitational. And it is up and ready to go. If you want to sign up for that one, that's going to be fun. There's kind of like 2 sides to it this year. There's sort of a competitive side, and there's also kind of a fun side in the afternoon draw as well. They're playing a bit of a Monopoly golf game. You can collect money and stuff. Sounds good to me. And that's not the picture I wanted. I'm looking for, today was the first round. I mentioned this off the top of the show. Opening round, Korth Golf and Country Club, or Peterborough Golf and Country Club of their club championships. So today is round 1. I saw some familiar names there. The Imison boys, Johnny Druce, looking to get off to a good start. The former NHLer who had his first hole-in-one last year So John Drews, there's some good names there. A lot of young guns. Of course, the young guns can hit the ball, so big over at Peterborough, like number 17. Some of these guys are taking it up over the tree and the par 5 and leaving themselves with like 9 irons in on those par 5s. So I'll put my money on some of those guys. But in the meantime, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back after this message from Sandbagger, everyone. Also want to thank our friends at Tony's Clubhouse. Tony continues with the exclusive deal for On the Links viewers and friends of the show. You can get 13 Royal Link Tech grips installed for just $97. You can't go wrong. It would be the best $97 you can spend on your golf game, ladies and gentlemen. Just think about that. That's like, just not that I'm discouraging you to play around, but if you get rained out, if you're planning on going golfing one day, paying your green fee, getting a cart, having some sandbaggers, that's $97 right there. So take that $97 and go see Tony and get some grips, because I'm telling you, I'm convinced of it. It will help your golf game at the end. If you're using old grips, there's nothing worse, especially when it's a day where it's a little cold or wet or whatever the case may be. This would be the best $97 you could spend. All right. So Tony's Clubhouse, who's also, I understand, doing a really good job and been really busy with selling pull carts this year. Pull carts seem to be very trendy again. And the way they design them now and the way they make them too. I mean, you can have your cup holder, you can have clip your umbrella on there. Like, they're the Cadillac of pull carts, and it seems to be a real trend. So give Tony a call, drop in and see him, and he'll hook you up, as he's the guy, locally owned and operated right here in the borough. Well, that's going to do it. We're coming up to 10:30 here, sort of a shortened show here today, only because, let's be honest with you, most people want to watch the Open Championship, including me. Karl went out to play golf. Pat, thanks to him for joining us here as well. He's got a busy day with the Open, lots of posting to do on Coolbet Canada. And enjoy the rest of the Open. Fingers crossed that our Canadians can have a good day and finish strong, maybe get a top 5 for both of them. Wouldn't that be cool? At the end of the day, top 5 finishes for Mackenzie Hughes and Corey Connors. All right, thank you again for watching, everyone. We'll be back again next Sunday. Enjoy the Open.